Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. It's Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. Oops, you're doing play-by-play. Why am I starting?
That's all right. You can introduce me if you want.
This is the LaxAllStars North American Invitational, and we have the Frog Pond Maulers facing the Rochester River Monsters. Those are some great names.
Yeah. I actually made the mistake of saying the Frog Maulers last night on
Repeatedly.
air. Stanford.
Which just sounds mean.
We'll make sure that will not happen today. And the Rochester River Monsters, a couple of tough losses last night. They lost the game outside, 9-8, and then they lost in here. But they did qualify for the playoffs. And the Frog Pond Maulers were just
now you're
about
paranoid
set
about
to
it.
get on their way. Yeah, I'm saying it slower now.
Yeah.
As the face-off, it is going to be Andrew Bracey for the River Monsters, and it looks like Dunton Miller. Excuse me. Yep, all right, and the face-off is won by the Maulers. As the Maulers in their black uniforms. And the Rochester River Monsters in their whites. The purple and turquoise blue trim, that looks like. As Briggs picks it up. Tosses it off to his teammate, who crosses mid-floor line. And there's number 64. That is Greg Cameron in the game. Cameron finds Adam Stewart. And Stewart looking for some daylight. Can't find anybody. Good defense by the Maulers as they double team him. Little stick check there. There's a loose ball along the boards. Picked back up by the River Monsters. 4 on the shot clock. Shot is wide left. And the buzzer goes off. As we're about to resume play. Maulers have it. Do not find a number 6 on their stat sheet here. Briggs tees it off. And here is Andrew Crane. Christopher Crane. And Jarvis got off to a hot start yesterday now. Just a minute and a half into this game between the Frog Pond Maulers and the Rochester River Monsters. Quick shot there, forced aside.
Warren Hill in net for the Frog Pond Maulers today.
Warren Hill, 3 saves in one of yesterday's games. Quick shot there by the Maulers high. And the rebound saved by Briggs. River Monsters had a very competitive game last night for the first half. And he's a rush down the other end. Looks like Brendan Murphy, and he scores. So Murphy puts the River Monsters on top 1-0.
Great run down the alley and just fires far side past the foot of Warren Hill just inside the post. Perfect placement. And the Frog Pond Maulers with a ton of talent. You'd have to think they're pretty heavily favored in this one. But the River Monsters, as you said, really competitive for part of the game yesterday and then let it kind of get away from them. But they're having another good start here today.
As River Monsters up 1-0. Face-off won by Bracey, number 33. As Bracey finds Chris Brim out to Catalano. And the River Monsters looking to attack. Again, the ball is loose. Frog Pond Mauler stripped it. Little stick check there. The loose ball still being fought for. It's finally picked up by Zach Crawford.
A bit of a desperation shot there as the shot clock was getting low. He had nobody around him. It went well wide and up into the mesh above the boards.
And the Maulers have it now. As they're looking to tie this game up 1-1. Pretty successful yesterday. They were 2-0. And a shot and a score. That is by number 19, Kessler Doolittle.
And Doolittle, usually a defender. He was drafted, as we mentioned, in the NLL draft this year by the Rochester Nighthawks. And he shows that he's got some talent up front with a beautiful shot just inside the near post. Caught the goaltender just a little bit away from the iron and took advantage of it.
So far, the Maulers lead in shots 5-4. As was first Murphy for the River Monsters and then Doolittle for the Maulers at 10:56 to go in this first half. I'm Tom Scavetta, joined alongside Steven Stamp. Game 3 of day 2 of the LASNAI tournament 2017. And a little face-off violation. River Monsters will take possession. Bracy just collided with one of the Maulers. And the River Monsters have possession. And a quick shot there by, it looked like Pulver. And a good save by Warren Hill. Here's Hill moving up a little bit, and now the Maulers have it. Move the ball around, overshot one of his teammates for that pass, and a rebound stopped by Briggs. No, it slipped behind him for a goal.
Bit of a strange one as the ball, like you said, went over there, bounced up off the boards, and a big celebration coming from Tyson Bomberry. Another guy who generally is playing back in the back end. He is enjoying scoring that goal.
It took a little unfriendly roll there as Bomberry puts the Frog Pond Maulers on top 2-1. And the face-off looked like Bracy had it, but the Maulers pick it up. Looked like it was Bomberry. Maulers set up their offense. That's Steve Harris in the game. A quick shot. Briggs stops it this time. Intercepted by one of the Maulers. But one of them unable to handle the pass. That was Ashton Jacobs. But they get it back. They'll reset. And the Maulers, quick shot through the 5-hole, and they score. Maulers go up 3-1.
Briggs got a piece of that shot with his goal stick, but Ashton Jacobs going dead over the top, but it looked like he got just enough of the side of the goal stick for it to trickle through. Changed direction pretty substantially, but got over the line, and the Frog Pond Maulers really taking control of this game with 3 quick goals.
And Briggs did a very good job in the first half last night in the game that we called, but so far he's given up 3 goals midway through this first half.
And those 3 goals coming in 2.5 minutes, so definitely a run. But Bracy with the win off the face-off again.
Yep, Bracy wins another face-off for the River Monsters as the ball is sky high. And the Maulers trying to pick it up as one of their defenders scoops it up, takes it across mid-floor line. And Murphy trying to poke at it. Maulers, a quick shot there, and he scores. And that is going to be number 34, Rod Squires.
Rod Squire just grabs that ball. Pretty cheeky play to kind of dangle it out there and pull it away from the defender. Goes the length of the floor and just rips a high-to-high over the shoulder of Briggs.
Now, I believe that's 4 goals for the Maulers in the last 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Definitely a hot run.
And Bracy lost the face-off, just trying bobbling that ball like an apple there. He couldn't hold on to it.
Interesting to see Bracy, number 33. He's got the sleeves rolled up, no slash guards. And interesting approach. You're very much showing your vulnerability there, but he obviously likes to have them open to for his face-offs.
And that shot there by Miller, saved by Briggs. Now here's Colin Bauman. And in transition here, the River Monsters unable to score. Great save by Hill as that shot was attempted by Pulver. Stamper, Bauman's really quick. He can beat you in transition. For a defensive guy, he can run both ends of the floor.
Oh, yeah, he gets up there and is ready to take a shot when the opportunity arises.
6:35 to go in this first half as the River Monsters will set up their offense. There's a quick spin move attempt there by Cameron. And now here's Miller. And Miller fighting through 2 defenders. He's getting checked all over the place. And a quick shot there, saved by Hill.
The full twister, cross-handed, backhand shot by, I believe it was Pulver.
Down the other end, a quick shot by Fusco. And Murphy gets it back for the River Monsters. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Murphy, some penetration, shot saved by Hill. As moments ago, one of the River Monsters came limping off the floor. And another shot saved by Briggs. And now the River Monsters will regain possession. As they move it around, here's Jarvis. And Jarvis still has it. Looking for a teammate. And a quick shot there by number 62. That was Matthew Kaser. River Monsters get it back, though. As popped out of the cross of one of the players. A quick shot, no. Hill, another save.
And Warren Hill is so impressive because he looks, he plays angles. He doesn't like to have to jump around a lot, but he's showed with a couple of great foot saves in this game that he is an acrobatic, athletic goaltender who can make the saves he needs when he needs to move.
And now there's Tyson Bomberry. As Austin Stotts, he's going to score. Put the Maulers up.
And Austin Stotts, takes the 4-1 lead, and I'll tell you, Austin Stotts is such an incredibly talented young man that you just can't give him any space, and he loves to score. Big smile as he runs by looks over the River Monsters. He's like, I just scored. I'm really happy. But he's an incredible player. Just go back and watch the 2016 MSL playoffs and Mann Cup where he had to step in. The Six Nations Chiefs were missing Cody Jamieson to injury. Now, he came back unbelievably. Jordan Durston was out, Johnny Paulus was out, and Stotts was called up and was absolutely spectacular in that series. He doesn't even come out of college and into the NLL draft until 2020, in theory. Oh, a huge hit.
Bauman just took a shot as he tumbled, and Briggs picks it up as Gage Thorpe getting into it with one of the Mahler defenders, attackman.
It's a 5-second count on the goalie.
And a goal scored by the Frog Pond Maulers again. See who that was momentarily. It looked like it might have been Tyson Bomberry again.
It was Tyson Bomberry, his second of the game. And I talked about Austin Stotts enjoying scoring. I'm not sure anybody's enjoyed scoring more than Tyson Bomberry in this game.
Tyson Bomberry now, that's his second goal. So 5-1 here with 3:12 to go in this opening half between the Rochester River Monsters and the Frog Pond Maulers. And this one's picked up by Cooper. As Cooper gets it across the mid-floor line. And now it's Adam Stewart. Stewart still has it. Loose ball. And it's scooped up by Murphy. Murphy trying to use his speed. A quick shot saved by Hill. His right shoulder pad got into there, but the rebound finds the way into the back of the net. That's number 6, Jordan Jarvis.
Jordan Jarvis, and a great story because I was talking to his wife, Caitlin, today. She's here with their 8-week-old baby. A cute little baby. Oh, my goodness. And they're very excited to be here. And I don't know if she was snoozing, and I'm not sure if she's going to catch that. Certainly won't remember her dad scoring that goal, but hopefully he'll go back and watch the video and show her just how great a shooter he can be when he is on the run.
6-2 is the score in favor of the Maulers. Bauman takes another hit along the boards as Hill hands it off to one of his defenders. As they get it across mid-floor line. And the Maulers will pass it around. As the River Monsters, good defensive transition. Now there's Miller. A quick shot by Tyson Bomberry. Excuse me, that's Austin Stotts. Apologize. And he will score his second goal of the game.
Yeah, and a bit of a roll going now for the Frog Pond Maulers. The Rochester got that one back, but this Frog Pond team is just a little bit too much, I think, for Rochester. You can see this matchup going in. It was going to be a challenge for the River Monsters, but minute and a half to go in the first half, and it's 7-2 now.
Bracey will face off for the River Monsters, and he wins it. As the River Monsters have possession. Trying to get back into this game. There's a quick spin move there by Jarvis. It's picked up by the Maulers as he has all the time in the world in transition as Bomberry scores. That's Bren Bomberry. So an 8-2 lead for the Frog Pond Maulers.
Yeah, and like you said, all the time in the world for Brendan Bomberry. He could trot down, look back, make sure nobody's coming. The closest guy to him was a teammate trailing him. Looked around, decided where he wanted to shoot, and just tucked it home.
As Bracey, one of the bright spots for the River Monsters, he's done fairly well on face-offs. And he wins yet another one. Bracey. Quick move by Jarvis, trying to find his way inside, save. As Hill looked like he just got his right arm up in time to save that one. The final 5 seconds ticking off here. Fight for the loose ball. Scooped up by Briggs. Pushes it aside, and that will do it for this first half. The Rochester River Monsters trail the Frog Pond Maulers by a score of 8-2. I'm Tom Scavetta, joined alongside Steven Stamp.
Yeah, great first period, first half for the, I almost called them the Frog Maulers. You got me going with the Frog Pond Maulers. And they run it up to 8-2. We'll take a break for about a minute and a half. We'll be back with more action. And I think we might be seeing Brenner Jacobs stepping into net for the Maulers.
And welcome back to the Onondaga Nation Fieldhouse. I'm Tom Scavetta, joined alongside Steven Stamp. We're calling Game 3 of today's LASNAI Day 2 between the Frog Pond Maulers and the Rochester River Monsters, as we're just about ready to start the second half. As the two teams line up for the face-off. And for the Frog Pond Maulers, it's going to be number 9, Tyson Bomberry. And for the River Monsters, it'll be Bracey who will win it. There's a little false start there on that face-off, it seemed, by the Maulers. Murphy, nice pass to the left there. As a little out the outstretched arms of Adam Stewart, but Jarvis regains possession. Jarvis, another pass that sails just wide, but the River Monsters maintain it. Jarvis, nice behind-the-back pass to Stewart, who's unable to handle it. Will remain River Monsters ball. Here's Jarvis. Fires it across the floor, and Jarvis has it again. Looking to drive inside. Jarvis does not shoot it. Pass inside to Stewart, and blocked by Hill. Hill throws it across the floor again to Bomberry, who has a walk-in goal. That's Bren Bomberry.
And Brendan Bomberry makes it look so easy. He trots down, picks his spot, takes a peek back first and then just comes in. Again, he was the MVP of the Minto Cup in 2016 when the Six Nations Arrows won it at home. Moved up to senior this summer and played a lot of transition for the Six Nations Chiefs. And he's so good at either role, forward or transition. And today he is thriving running up the floor.
Bomberry has scored the last 2 goals that have spanned in about the last minute or 2 of play for the Maulers. Another face-off. It's won by guess who? Bracy. River Monsters getting a lot of possessions. See a lot of wide passes by the River Monsters. And Jarvis, a quick shot. Saved.
I'm pretty sure that's Brenner Jacobs in net.
And the Maulers have it down the other end. Behind the back shot. A little wide left. And the River Monsters.
Great catch by Rod Squire after he missed the initial shot to go up and get it and get another chance. They're having some fun out here, the Maulers are.
Jarvis behind the back pass, and the shot there by Stewart. Saved by Brenner Jacobs. And Briggs still in goal for the River Monsters.
I'm like 90% that's Brenner Jacobs. Because I saw Brenner earlier in the day. And
they have him here on the stat sheet.
Great.
So he's definitely in the goal now for the Maulers,
Excellent.
Who have possession. Down the other end, quick sprint here by the Maulers. And the shot is just wide right. They pick up the loose ball, and a diving shot around from the back of the net. It's good, and it's a goal for the Maulers. See who put that in. And it looks
that's
like
Rod Squire.
Yep.
Tried the behind the back earlier. Now he goes for the dive shot. Gets horizontal and puts that in. We're going to have a buzzer in a few seconds unless the 30-second operator catches this. There it goes.
Rod Squires with his second goal of the game. Maulers lead the River Monsters 10-2. Just over 3 minutes into this second half. And another face-off upcoming. Bracy wins another one. He is a force on those face-offs. River Monsters have possession. That's Christopher Crane, who's down there on the far side of the floor, getting checked by 2 defenders. And it will go to the River Monsters.
Yeah, you can see Keith Gagne indicating quite clearly it went off of Black as the River Monsters player was trapped. He tried to flick it back. It went off of Austin Stotts and up into the mesh.
Stewart, and he finds his teammate Crawford. Back to Stewart, and a quick stick goal there by number 64, Greg Cameron. And the Maulers' lead is now cut down 10-3.
Yeah, nice finish there. And, the River Monsters still going out, trying to do their thing, trying to make some things happen. And it can be frustrating when the other team gets a big lead and is clearly, doing some things, doing some tricky stuff, having some fun. But you got to just keep working and keep playing your game.
Nice quick release on that stick there. And the face-off. Bracy wins another one. River Monsters have possession. They're definitely getting opportunities. Jarvis, and he runs in. A quick shot saved by Hill. That is Jacobs.
Yeah, a lot of moves, a lot of fakes by Jordan Jarvis, but not the shot he was hoping for. He put it right into the stick, trying to go 5-hole, but there's just nothing there. Jacobs closed it down.
Frog Pond with possession. As Bomberry, let's see. I believe was it Bomberry who shot it from out there?
That was Tyson Bomberry. He is enjoying himself up in the front of the floor.
Tyson Bomberry shooting a bomb right there. Living up to his name, puts the Maulers on top 11 to, it should be 3.
Yeah. It'll get there.
So the Maulers having a dominant performance. And a false start on the face-off again by the Maulers. River Monsters have possession. Here's Murphy. As the Monsters, here's Stewart, as that shot is forced aside.
Great game coming up after this. We expect the Onondaga Redhawks and LCC Radotin from Prague, Czech Republic.
And Murphy, nice spin move, and the shot is saved there by Jacobs. You know, it says number 18 is Adam Stewart, but on the back of his jersey it says Caternolo.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them are different on the jersey. They just were, because they're a Can-Am team during the regular season, so they're just using the jerseys.
Good catch. Jarvis, a shot saved right by the chest padding of Jacobs. Quick down the other end as the Maulers, the only guy they had left to beat was Gage Thorpe, but they're unable to capitalize.
Well, and Jason Briggs is clearly not enjoying this game, the antics, shall we say, of the Frog Pond Maulers. He ran out and gave Rod Squire a bit of a bump.
Quick shot there by Stotts. Little high. Shot clock violation goes off with a buzzer.
Oh, okay. Austin Stotts went down, kind of got tangled up with one of the River Monsters and looked a little tentative for a while, but there's a shot at the other end. But good to see Stotts get up. He has, of course, had trouble with his knees.
And now here's Frog Pond. And a quick shot saved by Briggs. Another footnote for the River Monsters. Cooper is out of this game. Excuse me, not Cooper. Yes, Michael Cooper, number 26.
Yeah.
A little iced up there right in front of us. A quick shot off the mark. That was Bomberry. Tyson. And another one by Tyson Bomberry. And it's saved by Briggs as it falls out of play.
Almost whacked Brian Whitmer in the head as that bounced out into the stands right over the protective netting.
Impressed you can tell who that was back there.
We did drive in from Toronto together.
And a goal there by Stotts. That's his third of the game. So now the score stands 12-3 in favor of the Maulers. 6:35 to go in this game.
And Austin Stotts, not too much on it, just a perfectly placed shot, short wind-up, just tapped it home, just inside the far post.
Frog Pond really dominant this game. And Stotts leads the team in scoring with goals with 3. Bracey wins yet another face-off. I'd like to know his face-off numbers by the end of this one. And now for Rochester, that's number 62, Matthew Kaiser. There's Bracey. Right over the head of Jarvis, just airmailed it a little bit. Jarvis. It's like that was Kaiser, and the Maulers pick up the loose ball. Down the other end, River Monsters trying to transition into their defense. It looked like Bowman just got a stick in there, and it was stopped by Briggs.
It's a great stick at the other end by Ashton Jacobs to tip that ball away and go after it and get it and make the long pass up the floor.
River Monsters down the other end. Quick shot and score by Kaiser.
That's a great shot. Just sees an opening he likes and lets it rip, and Kaiser just no hesitation. He's having a chat with the guys as he comes to the bench, but that is just perfect placement.
As the score is 12-4, Frog Pond Maulers over the Rochester River Monsters. 5:03 to go in regulation. So River Monsters, they're not playing bad. Again, the Frog Pond Maulers, very strong team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a different level of the game that the Frog Pond Maulers are playing on. Rod Squire really early coming in from the restraining line. It was just zoning in on Bracey there.
Here's Crane. And Crane finds Cameron. Here's Jarvis. Jarvis behind the back pass to Stewart. There's a loose ball. It's racked up in a looked like behind the back shot. And another shot blocked there by Jacobs. Down the other end. This one should be easy. And Maulers, no, he missed it. Right over the post. And Colin Bauman picks up the loose ball over to Murphy. Murphy down the other end. Full head of steam. Quick shot saved, but Murphy gets it back. One more time, and another save. Murphy, little frustration. Maulers, here they come. One more chance here. Oh, and it's just wide right off that post. Murphy, little track meet now. Murphy, pass over to Jarvis, can't handle the pass, picks up the loose ball. Jarvis he passes it over to his teammate, Crawford, who takes the shot. Pass to Murphy, quick stick, no. Loose ball again. Maulers pick it up. 3:18 to go in regulation time.
Remember back when Brendan Murphy scored the first goal of the game?
Yeah.
It was 2:10 in. Since then, clearly Frog Pond Maulers dominating.
A quick
Audie
shot.
Stotts goes for his fourth.
And Stotts scores his fourth goal of the game. The River Monsters now have a 9-goal lead, 13-4, with just 2:50 to go. And Bracey lines up for another faceoff.
It's a great game for Brace because with all these goals, he gets lots of faceoffs. That's his main focus. He does play a pretty solid defensive game, but he loves to get in and battle for that draw. And there's another beautiful win by Bracey.
And Bracey.
Checking the stats.
Yeah.
See how many he's won? It's a lot.
Bauman fires it across to two River Monsters. Little miscommunication there between Jarvis and Stewart. Stewart gets banged along the boards by a defender. Jarvis checks him back, and now a little... Anyway, Stewart behind the back shot as Jarvis and one of the Maulers getting into it. That looked like...
That was Ashton Jacobs.
Yeah.
He tends to be a pretty physical player. Definitely plays with an edge and wasn't liking what Jordan Jarvis was doing.
Here come the Maulers. Under 2 minutes to go. I believe the score is 13-4 now.
Yeah.
And Bomberry. Quick shot off the mark. And the loose ball is picked up by Frog Pond. And there's a scrum for the loose ball, picked up by Briggs behind the goal. They get it across. Here's Jarvis. Has one man to beat. Nice job using his body. Eddie. No, it's going to be wiped off. He was in the crease.
Call that a goal. They're down by 9 with a minute to go. That's gorgeous. No, you got to call it right. And at the other end, the Frog Pond Maulers get another one with Danton Miller just tucking it home. And his baby's sitting there watching him.
Miller, that was his sixth shot of the game. And 3 assists, finally gets his first goal. Under a minute to go. 14-4 is the score. Maulers lead the River Monsters. We have a stoppage of play. And it looks like Ashton Jacobs is walking off here. And he's going to be penalized.
Yeah, I was still carrying on from what was going on earlier. Ashton Jacobs holding a bit of a grudge. He's going to have a chat with the referees.
As Briggs returns for a face-off, we were discussing
earlier. There's no face-off, there's a penalty, so it will be
as
River Monsters possession.
Jarvis. Nice behind the back pass to Stewart, and Stewart,
it's in.
He's going to score. So Stewart scores the 5th goal of the game, and that should do it.
Yeah, that'll wind things down. Final score 13-5.
13-5 is the final score as the Frog Pond Maulers defeat the Rochester River Monsters. Stamper, one final stat here. We were looking at face-offs for Andrew Bracey. He won 14 face-offs out of 16 face-off attempts.
That's not bad, eh?
Phenomenal number.
That's pretty good. We're going to be back in a little bit. We'll take a break for about 15 minutes or so. But I don't know why I keep saying that because the games aren't live. So you can watch them whenever you like. They're all there archived. You can watch the whole weekend. Please do. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta, and you are watching the Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. Catch them all. Stay with us. Thanks for tuning in.